fifth floor condo balcony, July heat thick as syrup. My son-in-law Travis laughed, shoved my 78-year-old husband Earl toward the railing, and barked. Out of the way, old man, fifth floor or bust. Earl stumbled, caught the rail, heart racing. I stood frozen in the sliding door. Until something ancient in my spirit moved faster than my feet. 4 months later Travis learned gravity works 2 ways. Push the wrong elder, and you fall the longest. If you've ever watched somebody lay hands on your heart and had to smile through it, hit that subscribe button right now. This is the quietest attempted murder revenge ever caught on 4K, told by the mother-in-law who pressed record. I'm Geraldine, Miss Gerri to every child who ever needed a lap or a buttered biscuit. 75 years old, Mobile, Alabama, born on the corner of Davis and Dauphin Street in a shotgun house that smelled like Pine Sol and my daddy's Prince Albert tobacco. Earl and I have been sweethearts since 1964, met at the colored high school prom when he asked me to dance to my girl and stepped on my brand new patent leather shoes. We married in '68 in my mama's living room because the church was booked. I wore a dress my auntie made from 2 old tablecloths and a lace curtain. Earl wore his Navy uniform and a smile so wide it could have lit the whole block. We raised Kendra in this very condo, paid for it with overtime from the shipyard and every extra shift I worked cleaning white folks' houses on Spring Hill Avenue. I still remember the day we signed the papers. Earl carried me over the threshold like we were 21 again, both of us laughing till we cried on the ugly green carpet the previous owner left behind. That carpet is gone now, but the memories are stitched into every corner of this place. The balcony is where Earl proposed to me the second time on our 30th anniversary. He got down on one creaky knee with a new little diamond and said, "Gerri, I'd marry you all over again tomorrow." That's where we slow danced when the grandbabies were born, where we prayed over Kendra when she lost her first baby, where Earl taught the boys to salute the flag every 4th of July. So when Parkinson started stealing him piece by piece, I turned that balcony into holy ground. I bought a teak rocking chair, planted jasmine in pots so the scent would remind him of our honeymoon, and every evening I'd wheel him out there to watch the sun melt into Mobile Bay while I rubbed cocoa butter into his trembling hands and sang, "His eye is on the sparrow," soft enough only God and Earl could hear. I watched the strongest man I ever knew shrink to skin and bones and still smile at me like I hung the moon. I changed his diapers some nights, held a spoon to his lips, and never once complained, because love ain't loud, it's steady. Then came Travis. He walked into our lives smelling like Axe body spray and entitlement. At first he was all yes ma'am, bringing grocery store flowers and kissing my cheek too hard. But I caught the way his eyes slid over Earl's shaking hands like they disgusted him. I heard him mutter under his breath when Earl asked him to repeat something. I saw him snatch the TV remote and say, "We ain't watchin' Matlock again, Pops." Each time Kendra would pull me aside. "Mama, he's just tired from work." "Mama, he didn't mean it like that." "Mama, please don't start nothing." So I swallowed it. I swallowed it when he mocked Earl's walker. I swallowed it when he told the grandbabies, "Grandpa's slow now, y'all gotta walk ahead." I swallowed it until the taste of my own silence started choking me. I started praying different prayers at night. Used to pray for Earl's healing. Started praying for eyes to see and hands to move when the time was right. That's when I bought the Nanny cam. Told Earl it was for package thieves. He just patted my hand and said, "Whatever keeps you peaceful, baby." But peace left the day Travis laid hands on my husband. I still smell the charcoal and lighter fluid from that grill when I close my eyes. I still hear the fireworks popping like gunshots over the bay. I still feel the hot concrete under my house shoes when I watched the man I love more than breath itself almost tumble 5 stories because another man thought weakness was funny. In that moment something inside me died. And something fiercer was born. Because some things you don't fight with fists. You fight with facts. And I had just been handed the sharpest one God ever gave a 75-year-old woman. July 4th weekend they came to stay. Travis had been drinking all day, brown liquor in a red Solo cup, talking loud about old people needing to know their place. That evening on the balcony Earl was watching the fireworks over Mobile Bay, hands trembling on his walker. Travis walked up behind him, put one hand between Earl's shoulder blades, and shoved, hard. Earl's walker scraped concrete. His chest hit the rail. For one endless second I saw my husband's feet leave the ground. Travis laughed. "Fifth floor or bust, old man." Earl caught himself, turned pale as biscuit dough, and whispered, "Gerri." I didn't scream. I didn't run. I stepped inside, closed the sliding door soft as a prayer, and pressed record on the Nanny cam I'd installed the week before when Travis joked about throwing Earl's pills in the bay. The camera was hidden in a fake plant on the shelf, 4K, audio, night vision, live feed to my phone and the cloud. I had 4 minutes and 37 seconds of pure evidence. That night I made Earl sweet tea, rubbed menthol on his chest, and waited till he fell asleep. Then I sat on the couch in the dark and watched the footage 23 times. Each replay felt like a nail in Travis's coffin. I didn't sleep. I planned. First I sent the file to my godson Marcus, detective with Mobile PD. Then I called Kendra at 3 a.m. She answered crying. She'd seen the footage, I'd sent it to her too. She whispered, "Mama, I'm so sorry. Do what you gotta do." August 12th, Travis's birthday barbecue at our condo. He was holding court on that same balcony, grilling steaks, bragging about his new boat. Kendra kept refilling his cup, smiling too wide. At 6:47 p.m. 2 uniformed officers and Marcus in plain clothes walked through my front door. Travis turned, steak tongs in hand, still laughing. Until Marcus said, "Travis James Broussard, you're under arrest for attempted murder." The tongs hit the concrete. His face went slack. He looked at me standing in the doorway holding Earl's hand and managed one word. "Gerri?" I smiled the sweetest smile I'd smiled in 75 years and said, "Gravity, baby. It always comes back around." He took a plea, 15 years, no parole for 10. Kendra filed for divorce the next week. She and the grandbabies moved into the spare bedroom with us. Earl still watches the fireworks from that balcony every July 4th. Only now he sits in a rocking chair I bolted to the floor myself. And me? I still have that Nanny cam. It's pointed at the front door now. Just in case anybody else forgets whose house this is. Some men push. Wise women pull the right lever. That's how Miss Gerri turned a balcony push into a prison sentence. If this fed your spirit and you're petty, smash that like, subscribe, ring the bell. In the comments tell me the worst thing an in-law ever did in your house. I always read every last one.